So you're looking to join Wake Up Now. Either maybe you're looking for a good sponsor, somebody that can help you reach your goals faster, or maybe you just kind of already decided maybe you want to learn a little bit more about the bonuses that you can get by joining a good team. Now, before I go into the bonuses that I personally give to my team to make sure that they have success really quickly, some of them like our Craigslist training that my good buddy Garrett took to put in 40 people in a single month, or even our Facebook Blitz strategy, which is kind of a secret way to get as much social proof as you need whenever there's somebody on the fence that's just kind of ready to join, but they haven't really quite made the decision. A whole lot of social proof will really, really help that. And we teach you that. But real quick, I kind of want to tell you a story about my friend Matt. So my friend Matt, last year, he was a Champs. He worked at Champs, right? And he worked at Champs last year, and he went to go do his taxes. And so he goes to H&R Block, and he goes in there and fills out all the information and figures it out. And they're like, hey, you're going to make like $790-something back on your tax return. And he's thinking, he's like, that's not right. I should be making more than that, right? I mean, they took a whole lot out and only $790. That's not good, right? So he goes to TurboTax, tries the same thing, gets the exact same number. Well, his friend tells him, like, hey, look, I got this tax guy. You should check him out, see what he's up to, because he was able to get me a whole lot back, like way more than I thought I was going to get. And so my friend Matt's like, all right, man, I'll listen to you, right? Word of mouth marketing works. People like to take references from people that they know, like, and trust. So anyway, Matt goes to his tax guy, he checks him out, he goes through the list, and the tax guy ends up starting him a home business. Puts him in a travel MLM thing, costs about $250 a month, and basically what happened is because the government puts tax incentives, right? Like poor people want to call them loopholes. They're not loopholes, they're incentives because the government wants you to fund capitalism. They want you to start new businesses. They want you to bring your own value to the world and get people spending money and making money. And basically what he did is, because he started that business, he was able to write off a whole lot more, deduct a bunch of stuff, and he got $5,000 back on his tax return. Now, if that's not enough, to make this just a no-brainer decision to jump and Wake Up Now, then I don't really know what is. So I'm going to get right into the bonuses real quick. So the bonuses that we have is we have that Craigslist strategy that I talked about earlier. It's actually only a 7-minute long video. That's how simple and easy and quick this strategy is to explain. And so in 7 minutes, my buddy shows you exactly how he places the ads on Craigslist, where he does them, what he does them with, how it happens, and basically you see there that, wow, this is easy. And he just knocked it out the park 1 month, grinded it, placed a ton of ads, and put 40 people in a single month. Now, I don't know if you know exactly how the comp plan works, but basically, if this is you, you get your 3, and yours is free, right? Now, I'm not looking to talk to the people that are just trying to get it free, right? If you want to get it free, you can go ahead and click on the link below here at any time, sign up, and tell 3 friends that they can make a bunch of money back on their tax return. Plus, they can save money on places like Hawaii, and you can check out the products. That's not what this video is about. So when you get your 3, yours is free. Well, what you want to do after that is you want to get them to get their 3, right? When they get their 3, now you're making $600, not once, per month. All right, so you're making $600 a month when you get those 3. When those 3 get 3, right? Or even if they don't, let's say these guys don't do anything and they don't bring in anything at all. Well, this guy gets, maybe he gets 6 instead of 3. And you help him get like even more below that. Or maybe one of these guys down here gets like 20. Or he follows the Craigslist training and he gets 40, right? As long as your volume is there and you got your 1 active on all your 3 legs, it can happen. So let me tell you another story real quick. This is badass. How I got into Wake Up Now, I've actually only been in for 4 days right now. And what happened is I'm an internet marketer, all right? So, I was working my job. I'm working 40 hours a week. I'm driving back and forth for like another 45 minutes. And sometimes they're even working me like 50 hours a week, sitting in an office, 8 in the morning to 5 o'clock at night, and not including travel time. I'm playing around on an Excel spreadsheet, not really enjoying my life, right? And the reason I had that job is because I had previously gone to college, did everything that I was supposed to do, got another job, and got laid off. Well, I still had to make some money, and I started Googling around on the internet. I saw a video of this guy, and I'm like, can I really just trust this guy on the internet who's telling me how he made money? Right? I thought about it, and I mulled it over for a few hours, and I looked around some other places, and I talked to some people, and I said, you know what, screw it. I'm going to make a decision to click on the link below the video and just do what this guy says. Trust him because, it's really not that much money. Let's just make this happen and do it. Well, from that single decision, I was able to actually do exactly what he taught and build up a business big enough to where I could get out of my job. And as of May 31st this year, I have not had that job anymore. I've completely replaced my income. I'm completely self-reliant. I make the money from my laptop making these videos, and it's super, super awesome. I love it. So anyway, after I had done that, I went to Vegas to do some training on some internet marketing stuff, and one of my buddies there was like, hey, you want to come back and hang out in San Diego for a little bit? It's beautiful this time of year. I'm like, well, yeah, Dallas is kind of gross right now. Let's do it. And so this was just like 2 months ago or something like that. And while I'm in San Diego, I end up staying there for a whole month just hanging out with him. We're having a great time, hanging out on beaches and partying and stuff. And I made this video for Wake Up Now. Now, the business that I was in it's called Empower Network, and it's a way that basically any business can take and get an online presence. Any business can learn what I call the 3 C's of internet marketing. That's how to create traffic, capture leads, and convert sales. Now, creating traffic is views on a video, right? Views on a page, how many people see what you put out there, the content, the information. And then capturing leads, that's of all those people that see it, you capture the information of the ones who are important, who are ready to get going now. The ones who are, they're excited. They say, hey, I want some more information. Here's my contact. Here's my name. Here's my email. Here's my phone number. Tell me more about what you have to offer. I'm ready to get started now. I'm ready to get going. So that's how you capture the leads and then ultimately convert sales. How you convert those leads into sales. So I was running with this program, teaching people the 3 C's of marketing, and I made this video for Wake Up Now. And I was like, I looked into Wake Up Now. I'm like, all right, cool, 100 a month. You can make 600 a month pretty quickly with only 12 people. And it doesn't matter whether you sponsor them, your sponsor puts them underneath you, or you bring in a heavy hitter that follows the training step by step and puts in a whole lot of people either. Doesn't matter at all. 12 people make 600. That's pretty cool. I need to make a video telling people about this opportunity, telling people how they can start generating a lot more traffic, how they can start bringing in a lot of people, leveraging Empower Network, my other business, right? So I make this video and I tell people how to get in and how to do this, and I end up blowing up my team. I get a whole bunch of people on my Empower Network marketing team. They're all on Wake Up Now. They're excited. They're running. And what was interesting is I wasn't actually in Wake Up Now. I was just showing people how they could make money with it by joining my team in Empower Network. Well, what happened is I got 4 people sending me an email asking if I would sponsor them, right? One of them was like, hey, I got this plan. I want to join Empower Network under you and start working on the viral blogging system. I want to get going on that, on the internet marketing, and build up my influence online. And I also want to join Wake Up Now. I want to join your team, and let's do this. And I was like, well, shit, I'm not even in Wake Up Now. Well, after one, I was like, well, hey, man, I'm not in Wake Up Now. I'm in Empower Network. You have to join somebody else, but you can still get on my marketing team. So he did that. But what happened is right after that one, I got 3 more. And I'm like, well, damn, this thing is get 3 and it's free. And I've already gotten 4 that are like, hey, can I join you? So, at that point, it was a no-brainer. I joined a guy in my marketing team. He's on my Empower Network team. I joined him in Wake Up Now. And, people are getting in. And it's been 4 days, and every single night, somebody from that video has joined me. And so I end up with this waiting room full of people that are just joining me that I don't even know. So I start hitting to my friends. I'm like, hey, man, you want to jump in? This thing is all about making money, saving money, and managing your money. And, I got all these people coming in. So everyone you bring in this weekend, just because I'm starting, I'll match them, right? And so it was super cool because one of my friends got in, and so I gave him one of the guys from the internet, and the guy from the internet went out that night and got 3 people in. Because, it's only $100. Can you get 3 people to give you $100? Just be like, hey, look, you trust me, just give me $100. It's nothing, right? And he did that, I guess. I don't even know. So this thing is blowing up, right? I can't even get a hold of everybody fast enough to put them all in my face.